Hi, I'm Eric Wilkinson, and I'm one of the four therapists in the Office of Work-Life Connections. In this video, I'm going to talk about building a self-compassion practice. This video was inspired by the work of three clinical psychologists, Kristen Neff and Chris Germer, who are the co-creators of Mindful Self-Compassion, and Tara Brach, who is the author of Radical Compassion. First, let me emphasize that we all struggle. The world is imperfect, and so are we. We struggle with feeling not good enough, feelings of unworthiness. We struggle with fear of failure or fear of the unknown. We struggle with aging, with grief and loss. We struggle with feelings of shame. At its root, self-compassion is a practice of reaching out and offering kindness to ourselves when we are struggling. It's being our own best friend. If we think about what it entails, it involves checking in with yourself in terms of recognizing and bringing awareness to your suffering, and then giving yourself kindness. So for this exercise, what you're going to need is you're going to need some paper and a pen, or you could also use the notepad on your phone. What I'd like for you first to do is to think of a time in your life when you were going through a difficult situation. Not something that's traumatic or the most difficult experience, but maybe it was just a tough time. And somebody reached out to you and offered some support in an unexpected way. Maybe it was a teacher or a grandparent or a parent. Maybe it was one of your friends. Maybe it was somebody on a sports team. Write down kind of just how you felt, kind of a couple thoughts about how you felt and what that person did to offer their support to you. The emotion that's embedded in that experience is an emotion that is linked to compassion. Now, once you have that down, and if nothing immediately comes to mind, that's okay. You can come back to this activity at another time. But once you have a sense of that emotion, what I want you to do is think about what is the song that you need to hear. What are the words that you long most to hear from others? When you are suffering, what do you need to hear? What do you need to remember? When you're suffering, what do you need to remind yourself? So some examples could include, I am worthy of love, that thought. Or, I am good enough as I am. Or, I love all of who I am. Or, I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. Or, I deserve to be here. Find your own words. It's going to be unique to you. Listen to your heart. And when you are struggling, when you're suffering because you doubt your self-worth, or you don't feel good enough, or you feel a sense of shame, what do you long to hear? And write those words down. Another way to think about this, or a technique that helps some people, is to write these words in the form of a wish. For example, may I love all of who I am. May I remember my basic goodness. May I feel whole. May I remember that I can handle what comes my way. Experiment with maybe some different statements and listen to what resonates with the most vulnerable parts of yourself. This is going to be the mantra that you use, or the centerpiece of this meditation. Once you have some words that you're willing to try, the meditation practice basically involves sitting in a comfortable chair and allowing yourself to come into your body, come into the present moment. I encourage people to use nurturing touch during this meditation. So what I mean by that is placing one hand or two hands on your belly during the meditation, or placing one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Again, you can experiment and see what is comforting and soothing to you, what's nurturing to you. For me, I like to put one hand on my belly during this meditation. And I'm going to demonstrate this meditation. I'm going to use the thought, I am worthy of love, for this meditation. And what you're going to do is you first are going to slowly, once you have your words, once you have your mantra, you're going to slowly close your eyes and come into your body like this. And you're going to allow yourself to feel your belly rise with your in-breath and fall with your out-breath. The rise of your belly with your in-breath and the fall of your belly with the out-breath. And then you're going to link up your mantra with your breathing. So with every in-breath, I'm going to remind myself, I am worthy of love. So it goes something like this. Inhale, I am worthy of love. Exhale. 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 And you continue with this process. I recommend when you do this meditation, it's best if you can set aside 10 minutes or more to do this meditation. But it can be useful even if you do it for just a couple minutes. If you notice that you're really struggling, that you're really suffering, that you're feeling inadequate, unworthy, you're feeling like a failure, or like you're not capable to the challenges that you're facing. When you recognize these feelings in your body, you can come to this meditation practice. And like any other practice, the more that you do self-compassion meditation, the better you get at it, the more compassionate you become. And this has benefits, of course, for you, because it enhances your sense of wellness and well-being. It builds your self-confidence. But this also has benefits for other people, because the greater our own self-compassion, the greater our ability to be compassionate towards others. So when we do this practice, not only are we developing a greater sense of kindness for ourselves, but we're also enhancing our ability to extend that kindness to other people when we recognize that they are suffering. It's really difficult to open your heart and to connect with others, to make yourself vulnerable when you are not practicing kindness with yourself. And so I recommend that you experiment with your words, you listen to your heart. It may take you some time to find the right words, and that's okay. You can come back to the practice. You can reflect on times when you have been shown kindness from others. You can listen to your heart and ask yourself, what do I need? What do I need to hear? And the more you practice, the more you'll be able to connect with that vulnerable self. I appreciate you joining me for this meditation practice. I'd like to remind everybody that all UK staff and faculty are entitled to 5 free counseling sessions, and so are their dependents, as well as UK retirees. Again, thank you for joining me for this meditation practice, and be well going forward.